You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll talk about what happened in the past weekend. And then also we will talk about the world qualifying matches coming up for Turkish National Team. Stay tuned. Well, recapping the week of 31st this past weekend, the biggest surprise of the weekend was Galatasaray losing at home against Rizespor. And on Sunday, Fenerbahçe tying with Beşiktaş 1-1. Beşiktaş was leading the score until the last minutes of the match, 1-0. But Fenerbahçe somehow found a way to tie the match. So overall, still, after the week 31, Beşiktaş still on top. And before I go into standings, let me run down for you the scores and results, and we'll go into details. On Friday, as I mentioned to you, there were two matches in the week of 31st. Fatih Karagümrük at home beat Kayserispor 3-0. And Galatasaray at home, as I mentioned to you a little while ago, lost to Rizespor 4-3. This was a huge loss for Galatasaray. Lately, Galatasaray has been losing a lot of points. This will affect their thirst for the championship. On Saturday, there were four matches. In Ankara, Gençlerbirliği at home beat Kasımpaşa 2-1. And Göztepe at home against Sivasspor lost to Sivas 5-3. In Malatya, Yeni Malatya Spor and Gaziantep tied 2-2. In Trabzonspor beat Ankaragücü 4-1. On Sunday, there were also four matches. Antalyaspor at home against Erzurumspor. They beat Erzurumspor 3-1. Konyaspor hosted Alanyaspor, and Konyaspor beat Alanya 1-0. In Denizli and Başakşehir, the defending champions, 0-0 tie. And as I mentioned to you just a little while ago, Beşiktaş at home tied with Fenerbahçe 1-1. Now, after all these matches played, there were 37 goals scored, 3 tie matches, and 2 away teams won their match, and also 5 of the home teams won their match. So it was pretty good as far as scoring. There was very low tying matches in the week 31. As we go into last 11 weeks, remember, Beşiktaş has 11 weeks, but the title chasers, Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe, will have 10 weeks because they have bye weekend coming up in the future matches. As you know, the Turkish Super League will take a break because of the national team playing the World Cup qualifying matches. So the week 32nd will start on April 3rd on Friday. So with the scores in the standings, Beşiktaş on top with 64 points. Galatasaray is in second place with 61 points. Fenerbahçe is in third place with 59 points. And Trabzonspor is in fourth place with 55 points. Fifth place, Alanyaspor has 49 points. Now, in the bottom of the standings, it's really, really hot. I mean, boiling hot. In the last place, 21st place, Denizlispor with 25 points. And 28th place, Gençlerbirliği with 27 points. 19th place, Erzurumspor, 27 points. 18th place, Ankaragücü with 29. And 17th place, Başakşehir, the defending champions of last year, with 30 points. And here are the teams. 16th place, Kayseri. And 15th place, Kasımpaşa has 31. Even 14th place, Yeni Malatya has 32. And 13th place, Rizespor with 34 points. All these teams are still in the danger zone. Because let's face it, we have 11 weeks to play, and all these teams that I mentioned to you on the bottom, they have matches against every team on top, including Trabzonspor. They have matches against Galatasaray, Fenerbahçe, and Beşiktaş, and it's going to be a hell of a race. So sit tight. Turkish Super League is still going on, but there's a little break for the national team break. We will see what will happen, but things could change eventually. You remember, Galatasaray is going to have a bye weekend while Beşiktaş plays. And Fenerbahçe is going to have a bye weekend while Beşiktaş is going to play. This is a huge advantage if Beşiktaş wins their match in that week. Now, Trabzonspor has a bye while Beşiktaş playing, but Trabzonspor is a long shot for the title. But they could be chasing the third place for European competition next year. And in the meantime, Beşiktaş also in the Turkish Cup. So there's no reason why Beşiktaş can't win 2 or 3 cups this season if they play smart, if they plan things smartly. Because let me face it, let me tell you, in the Fenerbahçe match against Fenerbahçe on Sunday, Beşiktaş had the match, but last, I would say 30 minutes, they just gave up because, as you remember, Beşiktaş played 120 minutes semifinal cup game match, and they won that match. And the players were tired. Here's my critic about Sergen Yalçın. He should have made substitution easier, much earlier. Because let's face it, you have 5 substitutions that you could use. He did not do that. Especially in the midfield, he could have had a better substitution to hold that 1-0 score. But did not happen. But Beşiktaş, one thing, is on top with 64 points. Now, coming to World Cup qualifying matches for Turkish national team. As you know, Turkey's first match tomorrow on Wednesday in Turkey against Netherlands. Holland, the first match on Wednesday. And then second match on Saturday, they will travel to Norway to face Norway. And then after Saturday match on Tuesday, March 30th, they will be at home in Turkey against Latvia. So very important 3 matches for Turkish national team. And it is, the first match is very important because you're playing at home. The one thing, because of the COVID, there won't be any fans in the stands. As you know, Netherlands got a very young team. Turkey has very young team, and much of their players are playing abroad and overseas, outside Turkey. And what will happen? And if Turkey plays smart, and they should win this match, and they should. But again, Netherlands is a big top contender in the division. But other than Norway, I think Turkey has pretty good chance finishing on top. We'll see what happens with Şenol Güneş bringing up the team, because if you look at it, a lot of these players are playing in Europe and a couple players playing in the Turkish Super League. Biggest question of the first match against Netherlands will be who will be in the goal. Will it be Mert Günok? Will it be Uğurcan Çakır, the young goalkeeper for Trabzonspor? Or will it be Altay Bayındır, who plays fantastic matches for Fenerbahçe team? So you have 3 fantastic goalkeepers. But here's my question. Is Şenol Güneş is going to go with experienced goalkeeper, or he's going to use one of the young goalkeepers starting tomorrow against Netherlands? Most likely, I think he might just start Uğurcan Çakır, but don't be surprised if you see Mert Günok in the goal. looking in the backfield, you have all of these players that are playing in Europe. Zeki Çelik, Ozan Kabak, Merih Demiral, Çağlar Söyüncü, and Caner Erkin is from Turkish Super League, who plays for Fenerbahçe. Could be in defense. These are the defense guys. In the midfield, you have Ozan Tufan, Taylan Antalyalı, Hakan Çalhanoğlu from Inter Milan, Yusuf Yazıcı from Lille, and Kenan Kahraman also playing in Europe, and Burak Yılmaz playing on top as a striker who plays in Europe for French team Lille. So, as you look at the team, other than goalkeepers and one player on defense and couple players in the midfield and one forward, I would say, who is I don't know who's going to be, but it's only the one that playing in the Turkish Super League. So if you look at the team, Şenol Güneş is lucky, very lucky, because not very so many coaches have this kind of players in the Turkish national team right now, and they're all playing in Europe, and we'll see. And they're used to playing against these bunch of players that playing for Netherlands. So it will be a huge match on tomorrow, on Wednesday. The match will be broadcasted in the United States on ESPN, and I believe in Turkey, TRT, TV1. So it's very interesting to see who will win this match. And I'm thinking maybe it's not going to be a low-scoring match. I could tell you that. And I'm looking for 2-1 score for Turkey to beat Netherlands. But you never know, because Netherlands has a lot of good players, young players, that they play total football. So we'll see what happens with the first match. As I mentioned to you, a second match after the Netherlands match, Turkey will travel to Norway, and then the second match will be on Saturday the 27th, and the third match, Turkey will come home, and they will play against Latvia. So 3 huge matches for Turkish national team and for Şenol Güneş, because let's face it, in lately Turkish national team did not do good with the scores that they received. So let's hope they start for this World Cup qualifying matches fresh with a young team and beat Netherlands in Istanbul Atatürk Stadium. So it will be a very interesting match to see these guys playing first time with no fans. And it would have been huge difference if the fans were in the stands. So, recapping the Turkish Super League, Week 31 ended, and Beşiktaş still on top with 64 points. Galatasaray lost points, so they're still in second place with 61 points. But Fenerbahçe with the loss and a tie, Fenerbahçe is right behind Galatasaray with 59 points. So Trabzonspor is behind Fenerbahçe with 55 points, and Alanyaspor is further down. So it will be a huge thing when we finish this 42 matches Turkish Super League. So I know my time is up. 15 minutes almost done. I want to wish good luck to Turkish national team and Şenol Güneş. See you next time on my podcast. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. You've been listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. Goodbye.